Okay, welcome along to vlog numero 3 from myself, Palfish Paul. Okay, so first off, please hit that subscribe button, like, comment, and continue to interact as you've all been doing so far. Thank you so much to everybody who has subbed up and shared the channel around. I'm really impressed and excited by the analytics that I've seen in the first couple of vlogs. So let's keep it going, yeah, let's keep rocking on. First two vlogs were on the 3 reasons why you should only choose Palfish as a long-term option for ESL teaching. Alex Jones, raspy voice. I don't have a raspy voice, just a little frog in my throat. Reason number 2, or the vlog number 2, was Palfish Pay. Here we go for vlog number 3 on the 3 unbeatable secret tips from a successful Palfish Freetalker on how to succeed. Alright, how to get yourself up and running there as a free talker. Only I will bequeath these secrets, so let's stick around and see. Let's see how long will you wait here. Only joking. Oh yeah, as we can see, a little bit more laissez-faire today in the singlet slash tank top. Look, it is Songkran, sun's out, guns out, plus my only 2 sleeved t-shirts are actually in the laundry today, so you know I was left with this option. Plus, this is kind of to show a little bit. This will reflect a little bit of Palfish free talk style. You know, it is pretty cool that you can wear a top like this. You don't always have to be in a serious, you know, Ganzi, as we say in Ireland, or wearing chinos or a shirt and tie even. Wear your tank top, lying at the pool on the beach. All good, all good. That reflects well on you, and that makes the Chinese people smile, and it's conducive to a fun and relaxing conversation. So yeah, it's Songkran. I'm even, to be honest, I'm even wearing skimpy, super short shorts. All the lads who play football with me in Chiang Mai always rib me for wearing these short shorts. And I got some flip flops, so I definitely am feeling like chilling like a villain. Will we get the shorts and flip flops up on the vlog? I think we should. Yeah, it's Songkran. Let's make the vlog a little bit more fun, yeah? So, as you see, got some new flip flops, so feeling nice and summer style today, you know? So yeah, anyway, talk about an egocentric segue. Let's get down to it, yeah? But yeah, no, actually, damn, wearing a tank top like this is actually relevant to my first point. Be energetic, expressive, and positive. Highlight your passions. That's secret number 1. Okay, so once you hit the start tutoring button on your Palfish homepage, you're now immediately made available to receive calls and liable to receive calls from all Palfish students of every demographic range. That's great, yeah? But gradually and ultimately, you want to attract students on your wavelength who share your interests and life passions, because this is much more conducive to building deep and flowing conversations, what I like to call Palfish podcasts, okay? So I'm a sport guy, I love my football, MMA, basketball even. I was never a massive basketball fan, but I do enjoy a good old NBA conversation, especially with these Chinese lads who are NBA crazy. So I actually learn a lot about, you know, the top players like LeBron and Steph Curry, and that's pretty cool too. Music. Anyone who follows me on IG knows I'm a big music fan. I love my movies, books, sociology. You know, big up Yuval Harari, big up my man Malcolm Gladwell. All these kind of topics. Get the full range in there on your moments, okay? What are moments? Moments are basically like Instagram story or a Facebook post. You know, it's your way to throw up some news about your lifestyle. You've got 3 features: picture, video, and audio. I use all 3. For picture, it can be a gym picture, okay? Not showing off muscle too much as I would on Instagram. Being a bit more low profile, maybe lifting some weights, but you know, never shirtless or never being too much of a show off there. Maybe doing a muscle up, showing off a cool exercise, because actually gym culture is only latterly becoming quite popular in China. It's never been as big as it has been in Western culture, so they are quite fascinated to see people really smashing it at the gym, you know, so highlight that. Books. I love my books. Do you like books? I've got a couple of students, like 2 in particular, who are Joycean scholars. They're studying about James Joyce and Oscar Wilde in college. Myself as an Irishman, like that's pinch me stuff. That's for me to be sitting here speaking to Chinese people. It makes me so proud. Like I love Wilde. I've read a good bit of Wilde. I haven't read a whole lot of Joyce, but I'm obviously acutely aware of his cultural and social impact. Dubliners I have read. You know, I just recently had a great conversation about the book The Sisters, and you know the deep meanings there about the Catholic Church. Wonderful conversations to get into. So, you know, if you see someone on the Moments as well who's talking about books that you're interested in, hit them up, leave a like and a comment, and then message them privately. Wow, I see you're reading Sapiens, you're reading Joyce. I've read that book too. Let's have a class about that, yeah? So get that full range of your lifestyle up on Moments. Then there's audio. You know, I'm learning Chinese. So I throw up audio clips of my Chinese progress and I get a great reaction to that. This leads us neatly on to point number 2, actually. Okay? Learn Chinese and show an interest in the Chinese culture and geography and socio-cultural situation, yeah? The whole history of the dynasties. Show more than just a vague passing interest. You know, get into it, do some research. When you find a student who is very keen on history, read up on the Qing and Ming dynasties and the great inventions of the ancient empires. And not only does this endear you and ingratiate you to that student, but then these themes serve as an excellent conversation topic and feed nicely into the podcast length. You know, all of a sudden you've brought up a few little dynasty historical details, and all of a sudden you've been speaking for 25-30 minutes. Then you get on to a bit of your day-to-day life as you do, and before you know it, you've done an hour, you know? So, for example, here's 3 little examples of me on a call showing interest in Chinese culture. Oh, it's Qingming Festival. I've heard about this festival. It's to pay respects to deceased relatives, right? Please tell me more about this. Simple. Oh, you're from Outer Mongolia. Mongolia was an ancient empire, right? Led by Genghis Khan. He was quite a character, right? Please tell me about this. Wow, you're my first Hong Kong student. How much does the Hong Kong lifestyle and culture differ from the mainland? And how about the differences between Cantonese and Mandarin? When you go to a coffee shop in Hong Kong, which language do you speak in? Well, I guess it depends on the particular context, right? Feed them those questions and you get great lengthy responses back, okay? Cultural and linguistic interest. Also talk about Chinese food, which differs greatly from north to south, spicy, non-spicy, etc. They love their food and they love their Western food too. Speaking of language, just a moment ago, this is actually along with just general cultural knowledge, the most important element of this second key. Learn Mandarin. It's a truly fascinating language, and by the next century, if we're still around by then, I hope to make it into the next century, it could well be on a par with English. You know, don't get it twisted. People see English as this immutable force in language. Do you know which language the Treaty of Versailles was written in? Français. Just go back to the 1950s. French was the lingua franca throughout Europe. It's not a written fact that English will always be the top dog. You know, Chinese could potentially match up with it over the next coming decades and centuries. Let's wait and see. All I know is, like for me, for example, when I have kids, I want them learning Chinese ahead of French. Absolutely. It's nowhere near as difficult a language as you might think. Growing up in Ireland, we used to have a lot of stereotypes about the wacky sounds of Mandarin. I'm actually really beginning to enjoy it, and once you crack the tones, the 5 tones, not as difficult as you might think. Not easy for a second either, but very doable and learnable. So yeah, like I mean, it could really catch up with English over the 21st century. That's, given the inexorable growth of the Chinese economy and society in the 21st century, that's not out of the question. So learning a decent level of Chinese will be a good little hobby for you anyway, and your prerogative as a 21st century citizen, beyond just your work with Palfish. In fact, I think language is so important that I'm going to have a separate whole article on DigiKnow and a vlog on this Palfish Paul YouTube channel on the 5 key phrases that you need to learn with your students and use with your students on every call. When I start every call and finish every call, I throw in these phrases, and they're lovely little icebreakers to start the class and finish the class with. What would you call the opposite of an icebreaker? Finisher, maybe, you know. They do really well having those phrases, and I'm a linguist. I do like my languages, as everybody knows, so it comes naturally to me. It's not like I'm making a big conceited effort to, you know, I'm going to learn Chinese. It's fun to me. It's wonderful to me to be cross-fertilizing like that. You know, this Palfish, it's not just a place for people to learn English. It's like a commune where east meets west, and you get these wonderful cross-cultural exchange, cross-fertilization of ideas and philosophies. You know, comparing the philosophy of Confucius, the forefather of Chinese philosophy, with our Western philosophers, people like Descartes and Montesquieu and the French philosophers who had the great impact on European society. It's very fascinating to compare those different approaches to life. Learn about them, and you'll have great things to talk about in your podcasts, all right? Point number 3, coming to the end now, make packages, okay? So what's a package? A package is like a little course for the student to see what they're going to learn with you over a 5 or 6 week period. So although you can succeed perfectly well as an off-the-cuff, spontaneous free talker, which I am for the most part, you will have more success and land more students if you present yourself as a structured and serious tutor, along with being a fun and engaging, cool, expressive guy or woman. So you can be both, you know, they're not mutually exclusive attributes. It's not, you don't just want to be seen as this fun guy, you know. There are a lot of serious students there who, a small percentage, I would say 10 to 15% of students go for the more rudimentary approach to learning. And they want to come to your profile, and they appreciate to see packages. Paul's business English, Paul's Irish English, American English. You find yourself 6 slides on any random website, credit that person in the pictures, you know, to show that you haven't robbed the material. And that's cool. You don't have to make the slides from scratch. You can have slides from other websites once they're credited. And yeah, these can be very basic and simple, very quick to do. Business English package. I have a Spanish package because I teach Spanish and French on Palfish also. So a package is also a financially mutually beneficial concept for both tutor and student. The student earns a discount through economies of scale. Of course, very simple rule 101 of economics. And the tutor gets a lump sum up front. Everybody wins. For example, a quick little example. I'm sure you already understand. Let's say you normally bank 100 RMB for an hour of free talk. Then you'll offer a package of say 6 to 7 hours for 500 RMB. Okay? You offer a small 150, 200 discount. You take the hit on that, but you get the lump sum up front, which handsomely compensates. Okay? Because if you see 500 come into your Palfish wallet, you're like, okay, let's go. Let's do it. Let's do 6, 7 hours. Let's do 8. We'll go all night, baby, you know. It's all good once you see a good, healthy package come in like that. So there you have it, folks. All right, Palfishers, prospective Palfishers. There were my 3 key unbeatable secrets from a successful 420-hour Palfish tutor with a 9.98 rating. Yeah, you don't make those numbers up. Check me out. Shamrock, Irish Paul, muscle emoji. They're my numbers. You can't really see them here. I should have, soon we'll be producing these vlogs to a better level, and I'll have pictures up of my profile and whatnot. Alright, so just to recap, the 3 secrets are: first, be positive and passionate and expressive through your moments. Do you? Oh yeah, that's right, I'm doing me, as the great Drake said. What you're doing on IG, reproduce that more or less, albeit on a PG level. If you like rap, like I do, like Eminem, cut out the cussing and the sailor talk. Be a bit more Will Smith if you're going to be a rapper on there. If you're doing gym stuff, Keep it low key, no shirtless pictures obviously at the gym. Keep it nice and cool and classy. Second point, learn and show a great interest in Chinese history, culture and language. So much so, the language is important. There's going to be a whole next vlog on the 5 key phrases you want to learn. Okay, and the third tip is to make packages. Alright, have your profile looking nice and professional with a selection of packages: business English, Hiberno Irish English, UK English, history of Ireland. It can be many things. The packages are for you to unearth. Alright, so wow, got through a lot there. I think pretty decent vlog. Sun's out, guns out. Let's get go playing. Songkran, yeah, happy Songkran to everybody watching. Hit the subscribe button, interact with the channel. Let's go, champ. Vlog number 4 will be up very soon on Chinese. Cheers guys, and good luck with your pal fishing. Link below to get the job. Thank you. 谢谢，再见。